appreciate your hospitality, esteemed.
I told you, lass.
What word do you bring?
Finally get out of here, now that Garrett's returned.
Blessed Allah, grant these soldiers protection. I pray you will strengthen them.
I had no doubt. You bring me hope, sorcerer. I'll gather the other seekers and travel to shore. Meet us there as soon as you can.
Gareth's voice echoes throughout the Enclave with such command, it could rouse a fawn to action.
We move, Seekers. Now is the time to resist. The Lady Vengeance will be ours!
It's a good thing Leigh is safe back at the cave. Seeing all the dead seekers like this could break.
Did you see what those magisters did? Putting our dead on display like...
Kerban stares at the body of his dead comrade, tightly gripping his weapon in a cold fury.
2 magisters will die for every fallen seeker here if I...
As you approach, Gratiana turns to you. Her moves are lighter now. Her voice is warmer, but still tempered by the scene around her.
It would be a sweet joy to see the Magisters chased from this land. But I fear all I will see today is death. Perhaps, but they cannot take a Shrieker by surprise. It will eviscerate their numbers, as it did before. Indeed it should. The battles ahead shall not be easily won. But at least...
Praise be! You have silenced the Shriekers and cleared our way. Yet it seems I'm in need of you again, my friend. You have any more miracles in you? We've got a boat ready to row to the Lady Vengeance. But if Alexander sees us bobbing among the waves, we'll be shark chow. So we split up. I take the Seekers to the Lady Vengeance. You go to the ruins and keep Alexander busy. He'll be expecting a breeze. Show him that you're a hurricane. Are you ready? We've got right on our side. A greater ally than any sulking Geist or any whinging Magister.
He takes the news calmly. A moment passes as he calculates the consequences, assessing this new world as it opens up before him.
Seekers, we move. You are Lucian's eyes and ears. You are his sword and his shield.
May Armadia's grace keep us safe.
I see flurries and the air thrums. Could it be Slain? Look, look, it's him! He has come, true to his word.
There could be Voidwoken nearby. Stay ready. If any... There you are. The escapee. I feared you'd made it to Reaper's Coast by now. And Ifan Benmez too. Back in Fort Joy, I wasn't quite sure, but it really is him, the poor god's cursed soul. Anyway, you're here now. You know, Dallas and Friedemann warned me about you. God-woken. I'm afraid your journey ends here. You would only bring ruin to Rivellon. I have no illusions that history will look kindly upon me. My only goal is to guarantee that someone should... I'm one of you, after all. Your collar is no tighter than my own. A fair point. I will never write liberty or justice on my shield. I fight only for survival. But this I will defend with my life. And your life. And the life of anyone who stands in the way of the continuance of our realm. Please, don't make this harder than it has to be. It's not your fault, but still you stand in the way of peace. This must be the end of your journey, for the salvation of all Rivellon. You stand no chance, but I admire your resilience.
I'm ready!
now? Your foul sorcery will be the death of us all. Only a fool does not fear the void. Now fight!
contract is fulfilled.
First of Alexander's fallen, the son of Lucian is dead. Honor us!
Well, well, quite the mess you've made here. I'm Malady, and you're...
She steps forward, grabs you behind the neck with alarming strength, and pulls you close. She sniffs twice, her nose at your ear, then bites, piercing the lobe with a needle-sharp fang.
Undead and God-woken. Well, now I've seen everything. And I've heard of you. You're what gets some of us out of bed each day. What do you make of that? Of course not. Not you. You're an independent, right? Well, first things first.
She peers at you closely, a knowing squint in her eye.
Tell me, which of those little gods did you meet? And what did they teach you?
Her eyes go wide.
Go on then. Show me what she taught you. I don't. Now go on. Ah, like that. Right, hold on then.
She takes you by the shoulders and gestures for you to do the same to her. She closes her eyes, and a warm, soothing sensation runs from her hands into your body.
Hey, that stings.
She examines her hands, where the skin sizzles slightly beneath their newfound aura. As the spell fades, the skin heals once more. Her whole body...
You really are God-woken. I'm... happy. Ooh. Come then, we set sail, your destiny awaits, etc. You'll have to ask the Meister about that. She's dying to meet you.
Malady beckons you to the boat.
After you, darling. Boat first, questions later. As you wish. Let's go. And
She smiles and gives you a long...
Soon!
Her eyes flutter. She answers.
Can't change that now, I'm afraid. No matter how much I want. Nice and slow.
Still on your feet, eh? Glad to hear it. Feel free to take a gander at the stock, if you're so inclined.
Worse than war rations, these.
We find sources so dangerous. What in his death to avoid woken are attracted to source. But why? When another divine arises, will source change back? What if there are no sources? Why hasn't Alexander always...
let's go.
Malady grabs the vessel with two hands and pushes it into the water. She hops on board behind...
God woken. Wait till she finds out.
Salty water wets the gauze in which you're wrapped. The bright sunlight seeps into your bones. The boat bobs forward through the water, and Fort Joy shrinks.
Tired but victorious, the party made for the Lady Vengeance. The horrors of Fort Joy behind them. They arrived as sorcerers. They left as God-woken. The fate of this God-forsaken world now rested on their shoulders. Or at least, on the shoulders of one of them.
I have a thought.
Looking down at your robes, you see they're damp with blood and the ocean's spray. In the distance, Fort Joy looms.
Don't stand between a prince and his principles. The Magisters learned that the hard way.
I've no sympathy for those who die in the line of duty, especially as odious a duty as those dead Magisters held.
I'll be damned if I ever set foot on that island again. Don't care who I have to bury.
A hard-fought freedom, sure. But if spilling blood is bad, it shouldn't be so agreeable.
It's bad luck to let the dead linger aboard. As soon as we get moving, we ought to clear the deck. Onward now. The sooner Fort Joy disappears from the horizon, the better.
Well, this is a fine sight. Utterly barbaric, of course, destroying a tree and turning it into a boat. Grotesque, but, A floating nest, surrounded on all sides by salt water, pure poison to a tree's root. The great ache... Well, yes, of course we'll continue our research, Quercus. We're not monsters. Still, I must admit, you were right about the shield. It proved to be more than adequate. Oh, yes, it seems our shield is... How does something so large and ungainly sneak up on a person? You give the giants too much credit, Quercus. I think the salty air has addled your mind. It has certainly been useful, but elegant, kind, surprisingly attractive. No, we have no time for your fawning. We may be safe, but the world is not. Come, we must return to our research.
Spare me, Gareth. We got what we came for. This is what success looks like.
I won't see them tossed overboard. Not here.
What's-his-face and so-and-so would want us to get this ship sailing before all else. They died for those godwork.
You know their names, Malady. Can't you even pay them that much respect?
Gareth inhales sharply, then catches you out of the corner of...
Our guest stirs. Welcome, Godwoken. Glad to see you safely aboard.
Ah, our undead Godwoken. I had nearly forgotten.
Too many.
One too few, actually. Alexander, he's alive. Apparently didn't hit hard enough.
He's in the hold below decks. Unconscious, but alive. Yes, we certainly had better, but the ship won't move.
She's mute. We need to free her tongue.
This is barbarous magic.
Expedient magic, actually. The ship is made of live wood. It has the spirit of an elven ancestor tree within it. It seems Dallas has found a way to bind that spirit to her. That means only she can control it. Unless we can find a way to break the bond.
The Seekers, the survivors of us, have been combing the ship from bow to rudder. It hasn't been easy. This place is laced with dark magic.
These Seekers have such a limited skill set.
We lost a man in the search. Malady might not appreciate that, but I do. And
I'm sure the Godwoken will be able to get the ship moving. They kind of like to feel useful, don't they? Hopefully, you'll never have to find out.
Void Slayer, Worm Killer, Godwoken. You have many names. Let's add ship's captain to the list once we get...
Undead is a name I wasn't expecting to call you, mind. When Malady revealed the truth to me, I was unprepared. But Lucian works in mysterious ways.
The Divine is the avatar of all the gods, my friend. It was through his spirit, and maybe one day yours, that the Seven do... You may not speak to him directly, but he is always guiding you. In this, you must trust me. I won't let the fallen be forgotten. I'd be no better than Dallas, no better than Alexander, if I just tossed their remains into the sea. To think that whelp spawned from greatness. He deserves no better fate than his silent monks. All this blood. Children ripped from families. Seekers ripped from me. He's down there now, guarded like some precious jewel, rather than leashed and flogged like that. Amazing to think those of us in the Order once assumed the gods were with him, and only him. That was before we found... The Seekers were once part of the Order, my friend.
When Lucian died, we waited. Yet Alexander never rose to divinity. And then we started to find more like him. More Godwoken. And we weren't the only ones looking. A killer had marked them too.
The Seekers were born. We found Godwoken, housed them, fed them. I love. But let's leave the past in the past and reach for what's ahead. She's not exactly a seeker. She's not exactly an elf either. Half demon, Meister Siva says, and I don't doubt it. I don't know how Siva came to know her, but Malady's a proper ally. But there are times I admire her coldness.
Gareth fingers the hilt of his blade. He stares at nothing in particular before turning his gaze back to you.
Driftwood, of course. Little fishing village. Not very welcoming, but you'll brighten it up, I'm sure. Got family near there. Meister Siva's there too. My leader. Our leader. She held the Seekers together when we had every reason to fall apart. Think of her as a teacher. The powers of the Seven stir in you. She'll reveal them to you. Show you how to manipulate them. Keep Lucian close, Godwoken. May the fallen rest easy in the Hall of Echoes.
Gareth pauses, then shakes his head.
A mistake was made. That's all I have to say on the matter. Keep Lucian close, Godwoken.
There you are. I was just thinking of you. This is Dallas's ship, but she can't have been the only one who could get it moving. It'd be too risky. And Dallas is anything but careful. There's a way to move this ship on board, I'm sure of it. You'd be surprised. A ship like this holds many secrets. Hopefully you can discover some of these seekers. The figurehead has certainly caused a commotion lately. But then again, so have the doors downstairs. Everywhere you look, a hunk of wood dying to hear them.
Malady smiles at you. Bright eyes.
Well, you've eschewed your pretty little mask, haven't you? And besides, I know everything. Meister Siva is one of a rare breed. She'd do anything in the name of a cause, and her cause happens to be you. You'd better not leave her waiting. She's a bit particular. She's the founder of these Seekers, and she's powerful. That means something when I say it. Your kind can reach astounding heights. Meister Siva can help you do just that. A place called Driftwood hosts a putrid fish, putrid dwarves, and Meister Siva herself. You'll probably find it quite comfortable.
You made it, Godwoken. Good. Not all of us did, though. The sooner we leave this island behind us, the better.
Ah, there you are. High time to stop gallivanting and resume our journey together, wouldn't you say? Off we go, then.
Hey, stranger. Glad to see you. No reds in the offing yet. Don't imagine they'll...
Show us the path to salvation. Don't go any further, Godwoken. We need you alive. That's right, Godwoken. Another seeker is dead, so you might live long enough to
She glances over towards a smouldering pile of ash on the deck nearby. Something...
That was Brendan. When the ship wouldn't answer my call, he touched the figurehead, and it attacked him. Without...
Her eyes flick over to the smouldering ashes once again, her head held at a despondent...
Thank you. We were held captive together, on this ship. He kept my spirits up. Nothing. The ship is live wood, that much is clear. But I couldn't communicate with it. The Magisters must have done something, warped it somehow.
She sighs.
I know. Just...
Before you is a towering figurehead carved in the likeness of a dragon. It looms over the bow, its fangs bared at the open sea. At that moment, the ship serendipitously creaks beneath you, almost like it is acknowledging your observation.
Quite right. Do seek my counsel. I highly recommend it. Rather straightforward, isn't it? Some rule, some serve. It's the way...
He rolls his eyes, sensing his answer didn't quite satisfy you.
It's a custom as old as time. We conquered, established rule, and demonstrated our unequivocal authority by making slaves out of defeated nobles and royals. Now the rules have relaxed somewhat. Slaves have simply become a commodity, a given. They come from all walks of life, from all over Rivellon. Of course, there are some that struggle with accepting the honor that is serving the exalted House of War. They are pinnacles of magic in their own subtle way. Works of art, really. The House of Law will say black, whenever the House of War says white. They're a coven of petulant children, hiding their pettiness behind the obtuse terminology of juris. You're a fool if you lean on their false authority. Doesn't surprise me one bit. Disappoints me to no end, though.
Tercendelis, pray to you for my seeker brethren. Show us.
There you are. I was just thinking of you. Naughty lizards. I wouldn't have taken that rune on the figurehead as a slave scar myself. Well done. We'll need to find the song that'll control it then. Well, you'll need to. This is Dallas. There's a way to move this ship on. You'd be surprised. The figurehead has certainly caused a commotion. The figurehead has certainly caused a commotion. Dying to hear them.
Her face crumples into a mask of concern. Her eyes are large and soulless.
Why? Because I care, of course. A bit early in our relationship to question my motives, don't you think?
We have to find a way to get this ship moving. We can't let the Magisters catch up with us. We're too weak to fight them again.
What am I looking for? Will I know it when I see it?
I was just getting used to this seafaring life. You know, we could... from the look in your eye, ready. We'd probably get tired of this view soon enough anyway. It's good to be on the open seas again.
Ifan salutes right back, then grabs you in an unexpected bear hug.
Truth be told, I couldn't have done it without your help. But you know, a contract's not complete until you hand it in. So I'm not putting my feet up just yet.
He grunts approvingly.
The Reaper for me.
Let's team up, you and me. What do you say? Now, onward!
Melody says if we can get the ship to move, we can go home. Home!
All that fighting will be worth less than nothing if we can't get this tub moving.
There's something to these doors I'm not seeing. But what?
Hey! You're here! Pretty nice boat, eh? There's got to be another way to get it going, but we can't find a way into Dallas's room.
The door seems like any door, at least at first. Then you notice it's unblemished wood. There is no knot, no scratch, no dent to detract from its apparent perfection. The wood groans and creaks. A face appears in the wood, tortured and tormented. A six-sided indentation is carved on its forehead, as if a gem or amulet had made a mark there. The face vanishes. The door stays resolutely closed.
I've got sword fighters, mages, archers, all willing to fight by your side if the price is right.
There's got to be some clue. Dallas would have trusted someone with a secret, wouldn't she? Unless there's someone still inside.
In combat, they won't let you down.
What am I even looking for? Will I know it when I see it? Did you hear? We're bringing you to Meister Siva, the head of the Seekers. If we can get out of here, that is.
We've braved the joy, and I lust for further adventure. What say you? Shall we...
You're not quite certain you'll ever sleep soundly with Sabine in any sort of proximity, but at least she's on your side.
Hey, don't I know you from somewhere? So, we've got quite the task on our hands, haven't we? I have to admit, the whole thing is very intriguing. The old band back together again, hmm? I guess that depends. Look at me. Hard.
Losa leans back slightly, thin arms crossed in front of her chest, and stares at you defiantly from dark eye sockets, darker and deeper set than when you first met. She blows back a lock of white hair, matted with sweat and grime, and holds back a smile from the corners of her lips.
Seriously? Look at me. I look like lukewarm death. This isn't a joke anymore. You see, your god wants me dead. My god? Devil? Who knows? It wants me. It's getting stronger and I need to outpace. I want to make sure you understand, well, the risks. You don't get it. I'm dangerous. You have to pay attention. You have to be willing to hurt me if I'm hurting you or someone else. Can you do that? Do I ever? Still sore from that one. At the time, I wanted you to defend me. I didn't realize how bad things had gotten. I know better now. Something like that happens again, you do what needs to be done. Deal? Either you'll do it or you won't. You have to choose. Well, all right then.
She pinches your cheek, a sparkle in her dim grey eyes.
I knew I could count on you to murder me in a pinch. Let's go, Chief. Pretty nice ship, eh? Captain Losa. Has a ring to it. Depends which one. Most of them seem a little too earnest for my... In any case, it looks like they're probably going to help me find out whatever's leeching off my magnificent brain. So I'm not too pressed about... the same boat. Sure thing, Chief. What's up?
Missing hat, natty beard, vest...
Your eyes brim with inquiry, so ask. Home. There's no such thing. I hail from the land that was, the kingdom of fog, the grave of divinity. If ever I had a home, it has long since gone up in the smoke of death fog. So, no home, except the world is mine. It's mine because...
She looks at you, expectantly.
Yes. You may bow before the Queen of the World. We, the Queen of the World, smile upon thee with favor. We dub thee Knight of the Needle. Arise, good sir, and what...
She takes you by the hands and laughs heartily as you...
How kind of you to play along. We won't forget. Ha! People will enslave anything these days. At least back in my day, they had the elegance to opt for an elf.
The Seeker flexes her arms stiffly, her joints audibly.
I owe you, Godwoken. Without your help, I'd likely still be a prisoner around here.
She nods her thanks and immediately winces, laying her hand on the back of her neck.
I wish. No, the Magisters kept me chained to the bulkhead. Arms held above me head, feet barely able to touch the deck. Now my joints are paying the price. No, they had us down below, chained up in the dark. But the Reds were up to something in here. Maybe it was just the lack of food and rest playing tricks, but I swear I heard chanting and horrible moaning coming from here. But when we broke free, it was a big bloody target on our backs. We took their leader and their flagship. The Hammer won't stand for that. She'll be hunting for us.
The Seeker throws a toxic look at the imprisoned Magister.
Hardly. She's just some deckhand. If it were up to me, I'd tie her to the main mast and use her for arrow practice. But Malady wants her alive for now. Good luck getting anything out of either of them. Our special guest is out cold, and the other one ain't in much of a talking mood. All right then, just don't make me regret it. Hope you find something useful.
A young Magister paces around the brig, fussing over Alexander's unconscious form. She notices you observing her. She straightens her back.
Magister Ranley, Corker's mate of the Divine Eminence vessel, Lady Vengeance. That's all the information I'm giving to any of you lot, so stow your questions. Magister Ranley, Corker's mate of the...
The Magister falls silent, but stares at you with unwavering defiance. There's a shift in the Magister's expression, a flicker of doubt.
I'm a good Magister, loyal, but Dallas, something about her has changed. She's toying with dark magic, like a common sorcerer. She used to. She had this old book of hymns and incantations. It was only ever in her hands, or else locked away in her cabin at the Get away from him, sorcerer. That's the divine. All right. Don't
Ifan grabs you by the sleeve, not hard, but insistent.
Let me work on him. I've got questions that need answers. Answers I can only get from him.
Ifan approaches Alexander, who lies flat on a bare wire cot. Though unconscious, Alexander's eyes are only half closed. His swollen Ifan grabs him by the jaw and shakes, violently. Alexander's face contorts with agony and his eyes flutter.
Why did you trigger the death fog before the elves had a chance to escape? Why? Why?
No matter how loud Ifan shouts his questions, there is no response from the unconscious Alexander. He reaches his arm back, and you realize he intends to punch Alexander in the face.
You spoke, didn't you? Ha! I knew you would eventually.
Magister Ranley, Corker's mate.
Too late for that now, Red. The bell can't be unrung.
Ivan's fist connects with Alexander's cheekbone, and you hear the stomach-curdling crack of bone. Blood. Without a word, Ifan strides away.
Too late for that
now, Red. The bell can't be unrung.
Bishop Alexander lies supine on a bare wire cot. Though unconscious, his eyes are only half closed. His swollen jaw hangs open at an odd angle. Bruises swell beneath his eyes, and a shallow gash zigzags from his right ear down to his beardless cheek. Unconscious, he looks more boy than bishop. Someone has wiped the bishop's hands clean and folded them neatly over his abdomen. They rise and fall in shallow, jagged swells. A beautiful six-sided gem rests on the bishop's chest, hung round his neck by an ordinary oiled rope. The gem sits heavily in your pouch.
The bell can't be unrung.
It's good to be on the open seas again. Yes, but if he's God-woken like us, maybe for now, just maybe, it's good fortune that he's still breathing. The Lone Wolves were tasked with killing God-woken. So if we want to find out who's hunting us, we'll need to track down my old pack to get some answers. It does, doesn't it?
He grunts approvingly.
You spoke, didn't you?
Ha!
I knew you would eventually.
Magister Ranley, Corker's mate.
Too late for that now, Red. The bell can't be unrung. You spoke, didn't you?
Ha!
I knew you would eventually.
Magister Ranley, Corker's mate.
Too late for that now, Red. The bell can't be unrung.
I've spotted something.
The door is still unmarked, though the memory of the face and its six-sided, the anguished face appears once more. It dips its forehead towards you and waits. A shudder of pleasure racks the figure in the door. It seems to breathe. All of a sudden, all anguish is gone.
I am summoned. Speak the password. Yes, and yes again. The word is spoken. Welcome.
Just one more moment, please.
He clicks together two halves of some type of gauntlet sitting in his lap and turns his full attention to you. A curious smile plays across his lips as he takes you in.
An undead, eh? Wonders never cease aboard this vessel. But beggars can't be choosers, I suppose. Especially when it comes to their rescuers. To whom do I owe my thanks? I see no cause for alarm. I'm not some uneducated simpleton, you know. Armor? Such a limiting word, but yes. It serves that purpose. Dallas has been keeping me prisoner here. But I try to keep working on my own projects when I can. Why torture? What else?
He extends his arm and pushes up the sleeve. Beneath, the skin is withered.
She used some form of domination device on me, forcing my hands to do her bidding, and I've ruined them in the process. I have particular skills that she sought. Healing, crafting, and more arcane magical practices. She had me enchanted.
He clicks the gauntlet into place around his withered forearm, his eyes on you the whole...
That damn contraption that she used on me seems to have fogged my memory. The rest is... No! Necromancy is an unsavory practice. Surely you, above all, understand that. Dragged back from your slumber to live some sort of...
His face abruptly creases into a smile.
But come now. Enough of Dallas and dead cats. You've taken this ship and granted my freedom. This is a happy moment. Quite sure. Now, I can hardly be held under suspicion for being enlightened. Wouldn't you agree? I'm afraid I cannot tell you what I do not remember. Could you pass me that copper wire just there?
He takes the copper with a nod of gratitude. His sleeve slips back above his elbow. In its crook, you see...
Perhaps my memory will come back with time. But for now, I'm afraid there's little more I can add. I'm doing my utmost to be civil to you, under rather trying circumstances. Why must you push me like this? I'm more than a sum of my parts friend indeed. But I fear you might have come to the wrong calculation about me.
If this one was enslaved by Dallas, then he could still be under her thrall.
The Seekers are too trusting by half. We can't just let this healer...
I'm not perfect myself. It isn't for me to judge this one.
Anyone who faced enslavement deserves our sympathy, not our blades. Something tells me that he'll only bring us woe, but I can't judge him, yet.
He takes your hand in his gauntlet-clad fist and shakes it. There's a lot more power in his...
Call me Tarquin, and consider me at your service. I must admit, despite what she did to me, I can't help but admire her a little. The woman is unwed, so if you should cross paths again, be sure to leave her broken. You will not get another chance. We're barely acquainted. Why should I tell you anything personal?
A flicker of hesitation crosses Tarquin's face. He glances...
You're most persistent. Perhaps our past will pit us both against the hammer. We will see. But don't claim me as an ally just yet. My allies tend to die. There's likely not a soul aboard this ship without secrets they'd rather keep hidden. Why should I face more scrutiny than the rest? Unanswered questions are a challenge, my friend. Where's the fun and easy answers? If you're so convinced that I'm hiding something, come up with a hypothesis.
This looks like a teleporter pyramid. It could certainly come in handy.
A teleporter pyramid? Only one way to find out if it works. Try using it.
This is written in ancient lizard script. It appears to be a song. I've spotted something.
I'm a monster. I click and clack as I stalk my prey. My tail rattles like a snake's. I suffer. Fie! No one understands me. Me miserable. Mumsy? Is she here? Mumsy, where are you? 'Tis I, Booply Bear. I am quite changed, but there is no shame in being ridiculous in the name of love. You? She sent you?
The cat begins to purr and rub itself on your ankles.
Any friend to Mumsy is a friend to me. I believe the song is around here somewhere. The song, of course. Trouble not my weary mind with duncery.
The cat purrs and eerie clickings.
Tell Mumsy to come back soon. Now that I am but bone, I'm too light to trip the moving door.
Oh, Quirkus, don't be like that. I was looking at his bone structure for academic purposes. There's nothing to be jealous of, honestly.
I've spotted something.
Now is not the time for a bath.
Or victims?
Both, I fear.
Another pyramid.
I hope you found something or someone useful inside.
You saw what I could not. It seems Malady is quite right about it.
If I didn't know any better, I'd think you were taking a shine to me. You're hardly out of my presence lately.
There you are. I was just thinking of you. I'd give you a gold star if I had one to hand. I mean, go on then. Sing it to the figurehead and get her to sail.
Her eyes suddenly flash a bright red.
Please spare me. If you want me to spare you. We need to move. Don't mistake me, Godwoken. The order is sing the song, take control of the ship, or die.
Where would Her Majesty hide
May the fallen rest easy in the Hall of Echoes.
Gareth stumbles backwards. His words pierce you like daggers.
Whatever's on that page is none of your concern. Let the dead rest. If only you were as concerned with getting this ship moving as you are with the past, we might be in Driftwood by now.
Getting it done, come hell or high water. Likely both, eh?
The figurehead looms ahead, continuing its silent watch over the seas. The deck beneath you groans and trembles, like the ship itself is awaking from a slumber. A deep sigh emerges, unmistakably the sound of a living being.
You are not the witch. You are not Dallas. You sang the song. Now you must decide my fate. Are you to be my new mask? I am here to serve in all ways.
Sacrifice must be made willingly. Our home was stolen from us. Magisters destroyed our way of life to end the war they started. Then they uprooted me and they tore me apart and turned me into this.
The bow of the ship creaks downwards on the swell of the ocean. In the breeze above you, the faintest hint of what might have been.
Once, I was an elf. I passed away and was reborn as an... That time has passed. I saw that forest reduced to a dead place. Then I was taken away.
The creaking of the ship beneath you ceases, as if it were awaiting your decision with bated breath.
You are kind, but I can never be free again. Not truly. I am a vessel and must be guided.
The ship's awake. Good. Is she ready to sail? Dying to hear them.
I'll be damned to the void, but it looks like the Lady Vengeance has life in her. Malady's raring to go, and I...
Well, what have we to driftwood then? It most certainly is. Forward.
With the sun on their backs and the wind in their sails, the God-woken watched Fort Joy shrink behind them. But their capture of the Lady Vengeance had not gone unnoticed.
I respect your mettle, sorcerers. You steal my ship, kill my bishop, and ally with demons. But you have no—
We are ready, mistress.
Yes, but are they?
I swear, mistress. I swear they'll perform at—
Very well. Show me. Goodbye, sorcerers. This is my ship. I won't see it taken from under my feet. You act!
Oh, for the love of the void. Listen up. We can't win this one, but I can get us to safety. Show us what you can do, God-woken.
God-woken? Parasites, rather.
I'll take care of it, mistress.
Let's see how it suits you.
Stop that elf! Her sorcery must be silenced!
not take me again, Dallas.
help of the half-demon malady. The God-woken escaped through the veil that separates life from death.
The air here has a familiar smell, like the place you grew up. Old memories begin to well within you, but the sweet-sour smell of decay suddenly punctures them. A faint creaking sounds in the distance.
Is that a tree? What's hanging from it? Must be a way across. Armadia. The Lords. How can this be?
Before you hangs a great ethereal orc, his face twisted in a knot of pain as cursed tendrils ever-tightening cursed branches constrict the great dwarven god Duna. His eyelids flutter, and his face, bluish and bloated, nods.
Begone. Begone from here. Ugh. Where is my champion?
Tight coils wrap Tyr's Sendelius from head to foot. His still face is set to a glowering sneer.
Begone! Begone from here! Where is my champion?
Ralik hangs limp from the tree, cursed branches constricting him, snake-like from foot to shoulders. His helmeted head hangs slack at his side, but a barely audible wheeze rasps from his lips.
Hurry! Bring my champion.
Cursed tendrils tighten around Solstice. Her lips are moving, but no words seem able to escape her lips. The cursed tendrils slacken. Solstice inhales deeply, air wheezing in her throat.
My one. My one.
A small, stout imp winces under the countless cursed threads that bind her.
Your time is short. Your time is short.
Amadia hangs before you, her face cut and bruised, her chest barely moving. You think you see a tear run down her cheek. You lean in. That's no tear. It's sauce. The shimmering liquid is seeping from her wounds and dripping to the ground below her. Your whispered blessing slithers up the tree, cutting the heavy, dark vines that hold Amadia in place. She jolts awake with a gasp. Golden light...
My child! Oh, my dear child. Blessings be that you are here. Blessings be that they did not get you too. No, it is too late for them. You need that source more than they. I do not say this out of malice. I say it out of love. My love for you, Fane. My love for our people. These misguided fools would sacrifice this world to the very forces that saw us strung up like so. No, we are the only hope to save this world. You and I alone. But we must hurry. The King's minions are close. They are so close. As I hung from the tree, I had a vision. I saw Rivellon overrun by monsters. Void-woken creatures that they are his servants, and that is his threat. His promise. You can't let it happen. You have to stop him. There was a time when you wielded tremendous power. You must search within yourself and unlock that power once more. You must ascend to divinity.
Once Lucian the Divine united the powers of the Seven against the Void. He led the people of Rivellon to glory. Now, Fane, you will do the same. But no, Lucian was weak. Lucian was mortal. You are neither. You will rise as the eternal divine, or the world will fall to the void. A God-woken must become divine, but we cannot trust these mortals. If we are to have a future, that God-woken must be you, Fane. So go, my champion. Go and claim divinity.
She starts to answer, but her eyes change, turning from their gentle glow to a dark shimmer. She looks up and gasps.
No, I see them. The servants of the king.
Fly, dear Fane, fly!
White-hot cold pierces your heart like a blade. You are frozen to the spot. The burning ice pumps through you like a curse, and...
What's happened here? Where is everyone?
The same troubled look is visible on each face. You've seen the gods beaten and defiled, strung up as a warning.
The gods are dead. Long live the God-woken. If the Seven should indeed come to nothing, I'll be ready to take their place.
The Void has been pushed back before by the power of mortals. The gods couldn't handle it. But maybe we can.
I've got my weapon. I've got my wits. And now, I've got a new enemy. If the Void wants me, well, I say let it come. I'm ready.
What can yet be blessed, can yet be restored. One way or another, divinity will survive. Through gods, schmods. They aren't interested in me, and I'm not interested in them. It seems whatever's inside me is more powerful than any of them anyway. Or at least more cunning.
Where have you been? I can't keep this up much longer. We need to go. Seekers dead, Alexander missing, God-woken passengers deceased. And unless you want to die too, we need to go. Now. There's no time. I can't hold us here. Brace yourself. This might hurt. A lot.
The chill of the Hall of Echoes clung to the Lady Vengeance as it returned to the shores of Reaper's Coast. The God-woken were alive, but what of the gods?
Solid ground materializes beneath your feet. Your weight falls back into your body all at once, and bright sunlight suddenly illuminates your surroundings. As you look around, you realize you're still aboard the Lady Vengeance. A gust of fresh sea air caresses you, and warm sunshine coaxes the bones of your skull.
One moment, please.
Melody explodes in a fit of retching that racks her body. At last, she sneezes and expels a glob of something shiny and silver onto the deck. It wriggles quickly off the siding and plummets into the sea with a splash.
Ah, better. Let's not do that again anytime soon, Oh, don't start. It was all I could do to save a few of them. It's no mean feat bringing an entire ship full of unspent souls to the Hall of Echoes, you know. I managed all the interesting ones, though. You're well. I do hope you learned something useful on our little field trip. Desperate how? Oh, fine. 1, spooky magic. 2, only half a demon, actually. My mother was a bitter elf named Loda. 3, just a bit of leftover effluvia from the spell. 4, more than I can count. 5, something too horrible to mention by the light of day. And now that I've answered every question a sane person could conceive to ask of me in this moment, let's carry on. What did you see? I see. So, your god seemed uncharacteristically frightened, told you the void was coming, and that only... Well then, it sounds like...
She inspects her fingernails with great attention. Then...
Did they mention how you were meant to become the next divine? Oh, what confidence you inspire. Luckily for you, Mama Malady is here to help. We already know you can bless, but as far as I know, you can neither see souls nor... I may not know much about divinity, but I do know that any God-woken worth their salt will know how to perform all these so fantastic feats. You need to go see the Meister. Oh, she's got one of those things in Driftwood, you know, the building where people go and they do things inside of it. Home, that's it. She's got a home in Driftwood. Give me your map. There you are. Tell her I sent you and she'll handle the rest. You're at the beginning of a long journey, Godwoken. Long, but exceedingly interesting. Now, I must be going, and so must you. Shopping. Why, our faithful little sloop, of course. We can all ride together. Won't that be terribly fun? Before you go, if I'm not back by the time you find out where our journey takes us next, you can call me back here. Tell the ship. She'll know how to summon me. And in the unlikely case you don't manage to do whatever it is you'll need to do to become what you need to become, you could call...
Damn it, is nowhere safe! Red-robed lunatics at sea, those void-woken seedlings in the swamp. It all points to the great ache. What if it's too late, What if the Knights of Dre are too far ahead in their plans? At least here, our shield's ignorance can be forgiven, Quercus. The Knights of Dre do not go out of... You know their order, my friend. Mystic Squirrel Knights. Sworn to the...
The squirrel absent-mindedly runs a paw over Quercus's spine. The air fills with the sound of soft, dusty purr.
They plan to inherit the everlasting forest once the acorn drops, and the world is rid of all giants. They believe that only the arboreal will, and should, survive. It thinks we are sitting here twiddling our paws, Quercus. Perhaps we haven't succeeded yet, but the Knights of Dre are a dangerous, dangerous order. Lunatics! A single-minded together, Quercus, we can develop some magic to save us from the Great Acorn, if our shield can keep us alive. Yes, it has done an admirable job so far, but does it understand that we could be wiped out at any moment? Does it understand the risk? Trust. Do you remember trust, Quercus? Well, yes, of course I trust you, Quercus. You're different. But perhaps we should show a little faith in us.
The squirrel reaches out and touches your ankle, sending a hot flush rippling through your body. Your mind's eye sees...
Now, listen carefully, shield. If the shield can hold up its end of the bargain, we might just have a chance to complete our research.
Well now, how's my favorite Godwoken?
Ifan smirks and shakes his head.
I'll spare you the tall tales we usually tell. When a new cub joins up with the lone wolves, we interrogate them. Then, a very complex equation I don't remember all the questions, but I remember enough to give you a lone wolf name if you want one. So tell me this, which of these scenes attracts you the most?
Ifan nods and raises his eyebrows, a slight smile brightening his...
And then, target in sight? What's your preferred execution method? Right.
Ifan scrawls something on a little piece of paper and hands it to you. On the page, in thick black letters, is written Velvet Feather.
Not as pant-wettingly fearsome as Silverclaw, but not bad. Not bad at all.
Ifan claps you on the shoulder and beams at you, affection for you plain in his eyes.
Yes.
He sighs, rather dramatically.
Oh, perhaps that's because I don't quite enjoy broaching the subject. If I must. The long and short of it is that I was banished because I was found in bed with a demon. Because I invited her in, of course. How else? You clearly have a hard time understanding all this, so let me paint you a picture. I am a prince of the House of War. There are others with that title, but none of them are the Red Prince, the jewel in the crown of the Empire. I lived in the Forbidden City, a vast complex of palaces that houses the royal family and its servants. No, that is the price I paid for my genius. I was too valuable to be exposed to the dangers of the outside world. Bring me information and I will deduct, then instruct. From amid the ultimate opulence of my quarters, I expanded and very much ruled the Empire. I had it all. And frankly, I got bored. Exactly. I did not suffer the boredom of some spoiled brat. Mine was the absolute absence of if I could not experience the joys of the world beyond, I had to bring the world to me. Miraculous what a sorcerer can do with a little arcane lore. I summoned demons, the most dangerous game in the world. But they knew they met their match in me, and so we conversed. Converse with demons, and you learn of the shadows behind creation. Drink wine with them, and you have visions of worlds beyond worlds. My mind rejoiced. Now for the body, I reasoned, so with a certain succubus, I spent nights that would surpass your understanding. So you do comprehend. I spent a whole year in the company of demons, every night atop the white library tower of my palace. It was my great study of existence. It was my supreme joy, even if... Yes, even if it led to my downfall. What happened next was simply unforeseen. One moonless night, the succubus that was my lover turned to me, fangs exposed. But there was no light in that glint. It was the darkness of the void, the wet, and in short, I was afraid. I tried to move away, but it was too late. She was upon me. She had done it. She had outmaneuvered the Red Prince. Finally... Oh, yes. Do allow me to explain.
The Red Prince regales you with an unsettlingly graphic description of what you consider to be a rather eccentric, if not aberrant, form of sexual...
But of course that was all still rather innocent. I could tell you all about something truly special some other time, if you like. Are you okay? You look a little green around the gills there. Now, where was I? Ah, yes. The succubus. She went for my neck, quick as a charging cobra, but then suddenly it's as if something deep inside me welled up, a power I never... Then she screamed. A scream so abhorrent its ripple. The Imperial Guard forced itself into my chambers and found me with the I believe the phrase is caught red-handed. At first, I admit it was all rather tiring. I was, after all, marched out of my own empire, and I've been hounded by the odd assassin. After that came the indignity of the collar and incarceration. But ever since we decided to be so bold as to bid our farewell to... Oh, I could complain about the food and the lodgings and the sheer barbarity of the common folk. Adventure is precisely what my life was... I told you earlier I could tell you tales about what it was like to be a prince of the house. Tales that would last us 1,000 nights. That is true. Yes. As long as that road eventually leads all the way back to my throne, that is.
Not much of a landlubber, but sometimes I get no choice in the matter. Besides, there's business to take care of. I don't know. I've never been one for worshipping. I always figured if Duna really existed, he'd show himself. I mean, am I really supposed to ask some invisible dwarf in the sky to grant world... But, then he showed himself. He said he could help me free our people, if I helped him. Malady said this Meister lady's the key, so if...
Beast pauses for a moment to consider whether he's forgotten any...
I'd also appreciate it if we dealt with this Lohar fella. He's the key to unlocking this mess Justinia's made. I'll stop this Operation Downfall of hers, all right. And finding Lohar in these parts and dealing with him is the first step in doing just that.
What's up, Chief? What, this old gaggle of weirdos? Oh, she's all right. A lot of bark, but I think she really cares about what we're doing. Better that than a sweetheart who'd sooner watch you walk off a cliff than shout, "Look out!" I don't know about home, but I do sort of miss the gang I travel with now and then. Crawler, Madcap, Papa Joris for sure. Musicians, mostly. We all had our own stories, our own troubles, but when we were together and the music was with us, it was like none of that mattered at all. When you have people like that around you, you know, a family, even rain feels like sunshine.
Go on then. Ah, a tale of cloaks and daggers and daredevilry. Are you up for it? Wonderful.
She bows with thespian flair.
Imagine a black room. It's been your room for years. You know it by touch more than sight. And when I say always dark, I mean always dark. You're either in the room or in the box. You're only let out at night because you only hunt in the night. With the Master's voice. And after it's done, you lie down in the box once more, with wet hands and mad red thoughts. Sometimes it's best to let sleeping questions lie. The thing is, the box didn't break me, though I confess it taught me to hate. One night, I killed a scholar. With my needle through his fragile old skull, he fell headfirst upon his writing desk. It's when I saw the ink that timid thoughts of rebellion first bloomed. Back in my dark room, I dipped my needle that killed the scholar in... I'd remember him. I'd honor him with vengeance. His name was the first, but many more followed. Of course.
She bares her left arm and shows you the name. You softly...
Mindarin. He was Turashar, a keeper of stories. People like him, the beloved dead. Then, one day, a gush of wind, a sliver of light. Light! A simple oversight that comes with habit. A door, left slightly ajar. That was all I needed to feel a rush of blood, a thirst. I tore at the shackles that kept me chained to the floor, iron thick as a smith's wrists. Of course they wouldn't budge, they never did before. But now that I saw the light, something welled up inside. The shackles broke, and next thing I knew, I was free. I stood alone outside the ruins of a fortress, but the sun... Oh, the sun. I had risen as if from the grave, and she kissed me back to life. Ain't over yet, honey. I was given my needle by the Master. Guess I'm just sentimental like that. Fine, if it means that much to you.
She draws her needle and holds it up between thumb and index finger.
Go on. Ever so gently touch the tip.
Barely have you touched the needle's pinpoint surface.
Sharp little minx, isn't she? Sibyl, this needle was forged in an altogether different world. It wasn't wrought upon a crude anvil hammered into shape with rough blows. No, it was cast with the Master's own words. And he was right. As an instrument of assassination, it's absolutely priceless. But one day soon, he'll find out just how much he overspent on his gifts for little old. One might say I'm a bit of a sucker for poetic justice.
Hello again. That's twice now you've saved my skin, and I think it's time to start repaying the favours. I could fetch some stuff you need, maybe. Ma always said I was a great runner. Sure thing. I'll...
Hail, friend, and remember, in Lucian's love there could be no wrong.
Allies for hire.
I expect Malady has an answer to that. It seems she's got it all in hand. Paradise awaits, my friend. Not an actual paradise, of course. I don't think there's such a place in all of Rivellon. Paradise Downs. My parents still sow the soil there. And if the Order hadn't called me to its I miss it. I miss them. They've been forever understanding of my duty. But I admit, I've been neglectful. I have some only as often as I need his guidance, Ancient. When I invoke Lucian's words, I invoke his deeds too. He stood for the defenseless when the
Gareth's nostalgia lasts for just a moment longer. He composed...
Hail, friend, and remember, in Lucian's love...
I hadn't realized I was in such illustrious company when we met before. Most fascinating, the things I've been hearing about you. Why, it was your ally, Malady, who spared me. She claimed that I might be of some use yet. Rather flattering to enjoy the favor of such a powerful being. That you're, how did Malady put it again? A god-woken. Yes, that's it. Quite remarkable if it's true.
Tarquin pauses, taking you in. Genial smile and
You make me sound so mercenary. No, I'm merely pleased to learn that my new friend has such great things awaiting him in the future. Both wise and well-mannered. You'll go far, I'm sure. I do hope I get to watch.